Hey, what's up everybody and welcome to the Oktoberfest special. You may have seen this on the schedule and wonder what it's all about. Basically, Oktoberfest is a traditional festival mostly held in Germany, but I know it's also celebrated in many other places in the world as well. This year it starts today on September 19th and spans until October 4th. I personally believe it's a great starter to the upcoming holidays such as Thanksgiving, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, or Christmas, whichever you do celebrate, and I feel like it's a great starter to all. Suggested to me by Chad Anderson. Thank you very much for a suggestion. I really love doing these special videos. If you haven't seen my Memorial Day special or my Space special, the links for those will be down in the description below as they are specials as well. So basically, Chad Anderson wanted me to review the German-related cars. So we have Max Schnell, Aloy Hemberger, Materhosen, and Franz. Max Schnell represents Germany in the Cars 2 World Grand Prix race, and Aloy Hemberger is one of his fans. Materhosen appeared in Stevenson the Train when he's fooling around with the voice-controlled disguise maker, and he says, "Make me a German truck," and it gives him the Materhosen gear. And Franz appeared in the Planes movie after Dusty was a little depressed, and Franz kind of got him back up and convinced him to remove his crop duster sprayer. So let's get into a review of these. We'll start off with Max Schnell and some of the variations of him. I know you guys have seen him many times before, but I'll just give a quick look over. Of course, he is number 4 and has the Germany flag, or the German flag I should say, kind of on a diagonal on him. You got the yellow, red, black there. A very nice look to him. And this body of Max Schnell is used for many other racers, especially the Super Chases. And it says all in all, World Grand Prix on the bottom there. And he's got, I believe this is his racing league, WTCL. That looks pretty cool. He also has World Grand Prix on the spoiler there. Nothing too much on the back, just a little bit more of the logos, and the German logos also shown there as well on the right. You got his number, World Grand Prix, and the same decals on the side as well. Not my favorite racer, but definitely a nice one. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with him in the variations I'll show in a second here, but he's a nice racer. He didn't do so well. I believe he was one of the racers that crashed in the Tokyo race. Next up, we have the Neon Max Schnell, which I actually think looks really nice because the metallic finish they gave him looks really cool. And I believe if they made a actually metallic Max Schnell, like in the Toys R Us line, this is kind of what he would look like, because this is kind of the metallic look. As you can see there, basically it's the same logos as the regular Max Schnell, although it's kind of outlined and made to look brighter because obviously it's a neon racer. He's got the red wheels there, made to look brighter. I actually really do like it. The stripes look really cool, and just some really nice detailing. I have to say though, the purple metallic looks the best on him. I really do like that about him. Next up, we have the Ice Racer Max Schnell, which was recently released, actually almost a year ago now, and he's also very cool. I've seen so many of these hanging on the pegs, and it's basically he participates in the Moscow race, the Russian race there, and he's got the all new blue on him. Instead of all the World Grand Prix and all NL decos, now he has the Ice Cup logo on the front there, the Moscow race logo, or whatever you like to call it. Number 4, so a little bit new logos on here, and it's definitely good that they got rid of all the World Grand Prix stuff, because it probably is not really accurate for the neon race. You'd probably have neon race tampos. He's got WTCL on the spoiler now, which looks pretty cool. Some new details on the back, but just some Russian characters. I have to say, I really do like the blue that they added to him and all the snow. Looks really nice, although not too many colors were changed. He just has kind of a blue outlining now. And last but not least, we have the silver version of Max Schnell, which actually has a different expression than the original Max Schnell. He kind of has more of a centered expression there with the eyebrow not raised, while as you can see here, he's got the eyebrow raised. And I actually do like this version of Max Schnell quite a bit, because, you know, all of his purple is now silver, and it looks really cool, especially with the German flag on top of that, and it's very nice. And again, he has all the World Grand Prix decos, so no new decos for the silver line. And if you did not get a chance to purchase this back when it came out in, I believe, 2012 in the silver line, he actually got a re-release this year as a Walmart exclusive in the silver line as well. So now let's take a look at his fan, I'm not sure if it's his greatest fan, his number one fan, but definitely a fan indeed. Alloy Hemberger, and it's just basically a regular car with a very small flag on the top here with his number 4 on it along with the German flag. Basically the emblem that all the World Grand Prix racers are given that represents their number and what country they belong to. And this was released in a Target exclusive 4-pack, and these are still on the shelves today. On the back here, I believe he's some sort of Opal, and his license plate actually is Go Max. So that's a pretty committed fan there if he makes his license plate Go Max there. Now this is very similar to Bob Motor, who's actually an upcoming release in a Target exclusive 4-pack. I believe they're the same model. There's minor differences obviously, but I believe they're actually the same mold. But I couldn't be entirely sure on it. It does look very similar. They do have different license plates there. I actually have reviewed Bob Motor here, and the link for that will be in the description below as well. He's also similar to some other fans such as Courtney Carspur. He's just a little bit smaller than Alloy, as you could see there. I also have Alberto. He's a little bit different model, but basically kind of the same size, but a little bit different body design. And Alberto was released last year along with Courtney Carspur. So that's basically it for Alloy Hemberger. If you don't have them, I see a lot of them at Target all the time. Next up we have Materhosen from, of course, Cars 2 when he was goofing off in Stevenson the train and said, make me a German truck, and this is what he got. He got the Materhosen gear. I also believe he appeared in some sort of commercial along with some German pitties, which was pretty cool. I believe it was only in German though, so I couldn't tell what he was saying, but I do believe it might have been for Oktoberfest. I'm not entirely sure though. Now on the side here it says Materhosen. He's got some nice decals representing Germany and stuff like that. Materhosen, or the Materhosen I should say. I believe that's what it is. And he's got some beer barrels on the back here, which I have to say look really cool. It just looks a nice addition to him. He's also got this hat on here with the red feather coming off the back. I feel like that's a great addition to him. And it seems like these are kind of like belt buckles that are on the front here on either side, covering the headlights there. I feel that those are very cool. I love his expression as well. Here he is compared to the original Mater, as you could see. Basically, they have the same design, but a lot more included decals. He's got, of course, the traditional A113 license plate as well. I believe he was a 2013 release in the Maters line and has not been re-released since, unfortunately. I feel like he would be a great re-release. Many people would buy him, especially new collectors. Up next, we have Franz from Planes, and this is the car that obviously Dusty met in the bar and kind of started talking some sense into Dusty and encouraging him to lose his sprayer because it'd make him lighter and of course faster. So he looks very nice. He was released in 2013-14, I believe. I think it was actually 2014. I cannot remember. Yeah, it was 2013. It was like Christmas time 2013, I believe. And he has kind of the German flag on the back here as well, along with a code that reads MP72766K. And this is one of the few transforming cars / planes, because obviously he could drive on the road like this, but also this kind of folds down into wings and he could actually fly because he's got this propeller in the back here, which looks very cool. Unfortunately, the Mattel version does not offer a transition. He's just kind of the car mode, but that's kind of what you can expect for a Mattel diecast being such a size as well. It would be nice though if they kind of made a bigger version that could transform. That'd be pretty cool. And he's got some nice taillights. I always been intrigued about the nice design on the back there. Very much reminds me of the Amphicar, which is not a Cars release, but it is a real life car that can drive on land and also swim in water. Not really swim in water, but drive in water. I'm not really sure how you'd say that, but ride in water. So that's pretty cool. So that's all for the German cars. I do not believe there are any other German cars that are so relevant, such as these. These directly relate to the Germany, because they're all basically from Germany, except for Materhosen though, because he is just kind of has a disguise on. So thank you very much for the suggestion, Chad Anderson, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys on Sunday for a suggestion video. And I did want to let you guys know one thing, as we're kind of talking about specials right now. We're in the kind of mood for specials. The 12 Days of Christmas will be returning this Christmas, and it'll be a little bit different than last year though. Basically, the difference will be the fact that there are 12 2015 series, and there are 12 Days of Christmas, obviously. So I'd like to get suggestions from each series of what your favorite car is, or a car that you want to be seen featured in the 12 Days of Christmas. So thank you guys for watching. Just think about that. I will give some more information when it gets closer to that time. I'll see you guys then. Bye now.